only the elect are going to obtain the promises. Only the elect are going to obtain this new song and follow the Lamb whatsoever place he goeth. And there shall be no guile found in their mouth. All right.
It tells you in Matthew or in the Gospels, a couple on that, it says, "My sheep hear my voice, and they will not hear unto another shepherd, because they know that voice." That's how you see the things and just life. If you don't recognize, like if I don't recognize this man's voice, but they're telling me, "Hey, your Baptist is talking to you," and I know it's not your Baptist, I'm not gonna listen to him. But he's, but it's like some liar or deceiver trying to use his voice or pretend it's him. That's how it is. The elect continued. Not only the elect were given that call, but only the elect have that switch basically that can be turned on to wake them up again. And it's through the Spirit. The rest of y'all, like the brother was second, he said a minute or he said a while ago, but like basically y'all people have malfunctioned. That switch that could have been there, it's like the brother said, it's just so caked on, it's calcified, it's hardened, it hasn't been turned on in so long that it's just stuck now. You can't turn it on. Only the elect can obtain this song. It says in the last chapter of Psalms that there's men with two-edged swords in their hands, condemning and casting down all the things of this place, all the heathen, all the wicked, all the things of this world. And that only they can do it. You can't steal this, man. That's another thing. A lot of y'all people think y'all can steal this, that you could take what's not yours. Do your attitude, the way y'all act in your life, you think you can just take what you want and you're gonna get it, or you're gonna receive it. That's not how this works, man. This is the one thing that you cannot steal or try to, or trick or lie against or like take for yourself. The scripture tell you in Luke that you're gonna be killed for that.
Scripture, this is 2 Peter 1 and 13. It says, "Yea, I think it meet, as long as I am in this tabernacle, to stir you up by putting you in remembrance, knowing that shortly I must put off this my tabernacle, even as our Lord Yahweh Mashiach showed Paul." Peter.
Basically, Peter was gonna die. Peter was already gonna die, but you know what? Peter came back, and he still kept the same lie.
He's still stirring people up, because the ones that are going to be stirred up and receive it are the elect. The other ones, you can't stir it up, you can't break it up. But it says, "Yeah, I think it meet, as long as I am in this tabernacle, the body, his body, right? So that's where the Spirit abides, in the body, to stir you up by putting you in remembrance." And that's our job, is when we come out here, is to bring you back to your remembrance. Like I was telling this man, this young Issacharite, these are the 12 sons of Jacob. We are the true people of the Lord, bringing it back to his remembrance. He identified himself right here as Issachar. He said his name was Isaac. He knew that his name meant laughter. All right, but he wasn't really feeling it. All right, because it's simple, man. It's simple. All you gotta do is gird up thy loins and say, "No, I'm not chilling with these 2/3. I'm not gonna chill with these people that could potentially get me in trouble, get me caught up in prison. Put me on probation." It's simple. It says, "Knowing that shortly I must put off this my tabernacle, even as our Lord Yahweh Mashiach has shown. Moreover, I will endeavor that ye may be able, after my decease, to have these things always in remembrance."
And it's in remembrance. Only the elect can only remember that call. You people can't. It's so, like the brother say, it's so simple to understand that concept too. If you're not, it's like not everybody can be an Olympic runner or an Olympic swimmer or a Major League Baseball player. Not everybody. There's certain people that are designed to be able to be like that. I'm just thinking about sports real quick, just for, whatever the example. But not everybody. That the brother was talking about when we were fellowshipping the other day. Not everybody's a prophet. You know, it's a high degree, but not everybody can take up that lot. If you're not called, if that's not your position, you're not going to be it. I remember a long time ago, a few years back now, that the Dallas camp had made a video talking about brothers getting remembrance, you know, burning themselves up, preparing themselves for what they're going to endure to the trials of the truth, and then what's to come. They were saying, they were making it known, like, you're not going to ever be El Tahar. You're not going to ever be a Gabar. That's not your position. And it's the same way when you're being called into the truth. And if you're not meant to, if you don't, because you don't know, the majority of people, y'all don't remember this. Y'all don't remember the Yahushua existed. Y'all think Jesus existed. You know? But we got the true name. We know that what really is there. We remember it. You know? But I was gonna make an example like this ugly ass looking woman that just drove by here was a perfect example that she don't want the truth. She don't want to remember it. She was smoking a blunt. You saw that? You smelled it? Yeah, well, there was a car right by. She looked straight at us, both of me and you. She held her blunt like this and she was smoking it. And then I smelled that purple or whatever it was blowing by. You know that? See, man, the Most High does not want to stir a person's mind up like that. Because all it will do is just increase their lust to be more wicked. Because when you reject the truth, it will intensify those demons that are in you to go off even more. You know, that's why there's an ordaining and a pre-election of who's going to be in and who's not. Because that person, like the brother was saying, will know how to act when given that position.
This is Hosea 10 and 12. Sow to yourselves in righteousness, reap in mercy. Break up your fallow ground, for it is time to seek the Lord. There ain't no time to be asking, oh, well, damn, I'm having a hard time chilling with my friends and shit like that. Oh, I know they're no good for me, but no, motherfucker, if you know they're not right for you, you gotta get yourself out of that. If you know they're trying to get over you and disrespect you, why are you gonna keep putting yourself in those type of situations with them people? Because you're weak. Really, it's because you're insecure. Trying to be something you're not because you want to be cool. You know what I'm saying? You want to be looked at as a thug or a gangster and shit. Really, you're really not one. That's why I was trying to deal with the lowly of the earth, right? Not the strong. As it say in 1 Corinthians, that he's basically accepted those that are of the base things of the earth. You know? But you're over here trying to be something, he ain't dealing with you because your mind is so occupied in being something that you're not. You ain't looking for a way out. You're not looking for salvation. So you're going to remain in that same spot. Really, he had a chance. That guy had a chance. All he could, like, man, you know what, man, these guys, they're real. You know what I'm saying? They're out here they're risking their lives. I'm going to post up with them. Fuck my friends. He could have done easily. It's simple. You know? Let me keep reading. It says, Hosea 10 and 12, sow to yourselves in righteousness, reap in mercy, break up your fallow ground. It is time to seek the Lord till he come and bring righteousness upon you.
Yeah, it's like the scripture in Ecclesiastes, same thing to this, saying, seek that creator that you in the evil days are not there. But when you continue, it talks about how, okay, there's a time you want to be silly, okay, be silly. But there's a time when you got to get up. Yeah, because there's a judgment that lies ahead. That's the thing with the people. We were talking about it, and the elders were talking about it, breaking up hard ground. You don't want to get up to do that work. You don't want to get up in the morning and do a laborer's job.
And that's what he said too. He was like, oh man, you know, it's hard to go to church on Sundays and all this stuff. Remember that?
Yeah.
Hey man, I mean,
we do it.
We do it right here. That's what I was telling him, trying to get to that point. Like, man, we don't fuck with them churches. You know, this is real. This is more serious. You're gonna be on the forefront. You're gonna be actually having a part of doing something instead of just sitting down on your ass, listening to some man tell you some shit. And you're all crashing out, falling asleep, you're thinking about doing other shit. Out here, you're gonna have a duty. You're gonna be constantly doing something for you and knowing that, hey, the Lord is using you instead of just sitting there not knowing what the fuck is going on, ain't being taught nothing. Over here, you're gonna be taught. You're gonna be taught firsthand. This is a hands-on job, man. No brothers out in the back just sitting there. Every brother is useful. Every brother's has a duty, and he's gonna be put to the work. We all have that plow in our hand. It says, you have plowed wickedness, you have reaped iniquity, you have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way, and the multitude of thy mighty men.
And it's like real quick, going to church today on a Sunday or a Saturday, that's like that's almost like an obligated thing to the world, because the people will ask, do you go to church? And if you say no, they'll kind of look at you differently. So it's almost been to where a lot of y'all people see it as an obligation. If that's an obligated thing, and this is not, but me and this brother and all the other brothers are able to come out and do something that the world doesn't think you have to do, that should just show you, like, man, there's something in them that's making them think that they should do it. It should be easier for you to come up because you see a man able to do something that you're afraid to do.
Hey, well, Ezekiel said that he is assigned to the people. He was assigned to the people. They just don't understand it. Alright? Y'all just don't understand and want to accept it. But because y'all ate the fruit of lies, and whenever a man telling you the truth, you despise it. Oh man, you know what? It's not for me. Ecclesiastes 5:1.
Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, Sirach 5:1.
Sirach.
Ecclesiastes Sirach 5:1.
Sirach chapter 5 verse 1. Set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
Right, to walk in the ways of thy heart. You young Jakes, man, y'all, like the brother was saying in Ecclesiastes, the heart of man, the heart of the youth is given over to evil. Right? So you have to come out of that. And the only thing that's going to bring you out of that is the law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures, and turn you into a man.
Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. And say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins.
That's y'all's 2/3. It said, oh, we're under grace. I've been saved by grace. You know? Nah, man, the scriptures say, sin not. It's in Romans.
And say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rested upon sinners. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Make no tarry to turn to the Lord. Right? Whether you're 19, 16, 16, 19, 25, 50, 60, make no tarry to turn to the Lord. Right? Because once he's calling you, that's your chance, man, to get in. People think it's keep pushing it back and back. The Lord ain't gonna come back. The Lord's coming back. Things in the making. Just like the United States Senate, basically they gave all power to the President Obama, and the next one that's gonna come towards the end of this year. Right? It's unlimited power, man. War power. It's part of the Constitution. It's a war power clause that was written. It was rewritten. And it's going to be given all power, unlimited power to the president to declare martial law anywhere in the world. Well, it says internationally, but anywhere in the world for any reason. Military force, use military force. Y'all people don't know, man. Y'all think it's a game.
It says, make no terror turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
You're gonna be destroyed because you wanted to continue in your own ways, thinking that your mind was gonna be able to save you, or that your own belief was gonna push back the day of the Lord. No, man. You people, y'all don't realize the mercy that He's showing you right now. He's showing you great mercy right now. Y'all people are so preoccupied in y'all's ways. Y'all don't want to get right now.
It says, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, for suddenly shall the wrath of, I'm going to read it again. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
And perish in the day of vengeance, man. And that's it. Let me get Ecclesiastes 11 and 9. We're going to perish in the day of vengeance. And those are the days that we are bothered by. Because it's necessary. That's what's going to persuade you and draw you into the fold. Fear the Lord is. Fear the Lord is beginning of knowledge. Not no, oh, well, shit. Hey, man, you know, continue to do what you do here in the earth, you know what I'm saying? Everything will be all right. You're good. No, man, if you don't change your way, you're going to be destroyed, man.
You said 11 and 9?
Yeah.
Okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 9. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things the Most High will bring thee into judgment.
So, you young men, hey, the Most High is going to bring you into judgment. You can be proud all you want, thinking that you know it all, and that no one can tell you what to do.
It says, but know thou that for all these things the Most High will bring thee into judgment. Therefore remove sorrow from thy heart, and put away evil from thy flesh.
Put away evil from your flesh. All you gotta do is fight against it. Pray to the Lord. What did we mention earlier? You want wisdom, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. In sincerity, He'll give you it. He'll lead you to men that are on the highways and the byways. The angels will guide you to where they're at. And boom, you'll be like, oh, I found the men that are like me, that I want to be like, that I need in my life. Because everybody else is trying to take advantage of me, use me, hurt me. That's what all you two-thirds do to each other, man. Y'all backstab each other. Try to sleep with each other's women. Do all kinds of wickedness to each other. Lying all the time to each other. As soon as I start seeing that, man, I flee. And the Bible tells us that we have to do that. I start seeing those little certain indicators of wickedness. I don't even want to have no dealing with that dude no more. No. But it says, put away evil from thy flesh.
It says, for childhood and youth are vanity.
Yeah, childhood and youth are vanity, man. The day that's profitable is His word. See what I'm saying? This is the thing that you need to be trying to obtain. The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Not, shit, man, I need to find new friends and a new life. And you want to stay inside all day because you're afraid to go outside and because your friends are going to be there. Man, it's simple. All you got to do is say no, man. No, I'm not going out there. I'm not going with you. I'm trying to find a better way. And it was the opportunity was right in that man's face. He wasn't seeing it. He was really trying to just get to wherever he was trying to go. Maybe trying to smoke a fucking blunt. That's what he probably went to go pick up a black mom. Whatever they pick up, I don't know what they fucking pick up nowadays to roast up.
I actually knew that guy. Well, I didn't know him, but he was the guy I sold my Jordans to. Remember those pair of shoes? But it says, "Therefore remove sorrow from thy heart, and put away evil from thy flesh. For childhood and youth are vanity." Remember now that it says right there, for childhood and youth. What did Paul say in Corinthians? They said that when I was a child, I spake as a child, but when I became a man, I put off those things that were unto a child. There's a time, man, you just gotta man up. You gotta become a man. That's what happens when you turn 18 years old, you leave your house. You basically gotta become a man, because no one else is gonna help you. As the brother was saying, no one else is gonna visit you and help you pay yourself out, or whatever bind you get yourself into. You gotta do that all on your own. And a lot of y'all people, man, that's what the majority of your legal Latinos are. They are bums. The way y'all live is disgusting. Like the brother's saying, y'all, a lot of y'all, man, a lot of you people, a lot of these people, man, a lot do drugs. Even you so-called, you got these little, they always doing drugs. They always experimenting. They want to do it. They always, there's some that out there, they want to do at least one thing. They want to do the thing at least once in their lifetime just to know that they did it. You know? You can't believe, man, that's what, like, you can't believe, man, how many criminals are out here. All you people are criminals.
Even this little young man, this young Issachar even says, like, hey, man, how do y'all do it? Because, man, now it's like there's so much bad. Everybody wants to do bad stuff. And it's true. San Angelo is ranked number 6 of the most dangerous places to be here in the United States. Ranked number 6. It's one of the most dangerous places to be and to live. It's San Angelo, Texas. Before we started coming out, San Angelo wasn't nothing. It was nothing here. There was no death. There was none of this stuff going on. Yeah, they had a little bit of drugs trafficking, but other than that, when we came into the truth, up to this point, I understood why the Lord called us out to be here to condemn this wicked place, because it's grown exceedingly wicked here in San Angelo. And his brother knows when that revelation was down onto me, when I was like, I know why the Lord had this. Why was that in the beginning we were like, man, ain't nobody here. Yeah, it was just like there was no business, there was no traffic.
Yeah, this.
And then I realized one day, it just dawned on me by the Spirit of the Lord that it's because of all this shit that was coming in.
I remember I was driving home, and just something about the vibration in the city, you could tell it was about the time when the oil boom was hitting here, or when the oil boom had hit. And I texted his brother. I think his brother went out of town. I think he went out of town for the day. He came back in, and he said he could feel it. He could feel it wasn't right here. Something dark had just like set foot into the city, and we knew that from the time the oil boom was coming in, that we were going to see it get more and more exponentially, wicked. And then I heard on the radio the other day, there's something, I can't remember, I don't know exactly what it is, but they're talking about there's about to be another huge change in San Angelo. There's going to be like something's about to happen to San Angelo where it's gonna drastically change the city. I don't remember what I didn't my ears weren't able to hear it because I was getting out for work. But something's about to happen here, and it's apparently going to change this place a lot. But we're prepared for that. And the brother said, we know Yahweh Shai knew that this is what the world was going to become. That's why Yahweh Shai didn't want this place. He knew what young people were going to become. It's like walking into that tent of Xerxes in 300. As soon as you go into that veil, you see all kinds of forms of crazy shit. That's what we're seeing here. I thought the brother was saying, it wasn't a time, there was a time when we very first started, it was kind of quiet, The street.
It was quiet.
Yeah.
It was quiet. There wasn't too much people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people here in San Angelo, man, compared to before I came into the truth. There's so much traffic. Chadron Street was not even like this.
Yeah.
It was not like this.
Yep.
Even on the weekends, the busy parts were over there in the Sherwood area, and that's over there by like little fucking restaurants and shit like that. And the where the mall is. But other than that, nothing. Downtown's always busy. One thing I always knew about San Angelo, people were proud here. I always knew that San Angelo had a proud vibration. And it was through everybody here in San Angelo. Everybody had this proud spirit about it. And it's even grown greater in this time. Why else would this place be ranked number 6 as the most one of the dangerous places to live? Because it's pride, man. Pride don't lead you to no place, but be proud don't lead you to a place of good. It leads you to dangerous places, dangerous grounds, man. You got something?
Yeah. Deuteronomy 31 and 29. For I know that after my death you will utterly corrupt yourselves and turn aside from the way which I commanded you, and evil will befall you in the latter days, because you will do evil in the sight of the Lord, to provoke him to anger through the works of your hands.
And that's exactly what you 2/3 have done, man. The inhabitants of the earth, you provoke Yahweh Shai to anger. Yahweh was a man of war. Alright? We already proved to you he wet his sword. And that wet is talking about sharpen, W-A-G-T. To wet is to sharpen.
It says, and Moses spake, I'm going to jump down to Deuteronomy 32 and 5. They had corrupted themselves. Their spot is like the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do you thus requite the Lord, O foolish people and unwise?
Perverse, crooked generation, man. And if the Lord ain't going to make you straight, he's going to leave you the way you are. Because that's you called it to yourself, man. You didn't want to get straight.
Do you thus requite the Lord, O foolish people and unwise? Or above. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is at the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do you thus requite the Lord, O foolish people and unwise?
Foolish people and unwise. Son his children. Stupid people. You have no sound doctrine in you.
It says, is not he thy father that hath bought thee?
Is it not he, your father, that bought thee? Out of where? Out of Egypt. And he redeemed you from your oppressors. And you still went off. You still had the spirit of disbelief after he did all his wonders and miracles before your face. That's why he's not giving you people a sign like in the old times. He's doing it through prophecy, preaching. You see, who's out there that has faith? Who has faith that takes heed to my warning? Who's going to believe in that I'm coming back to destroy and annihilate these people? Who wants, like the first scripture we brought out, run to and fro in the city of Jerusalem, seeketh any that seeketh after truth and that want judgment. That's what we're looking for. If you want judgment be declared upon these oppressors, it's tired of being a damn slave, and you're gonna be harping. You're gonna be over here listening to what we gotta say. But y'all don't, because y'all really just love this place. Y'all ain't ready for war. Y'all don't want war to come. You don't want Yahweh Shai to come, because Yahweh Shai is gonna be the one that's gonna set everything in order. He's gonna make you sit down. It's like some parents that have trouble with their kids, they can't sit down, but then a certain uncle or grandpa or grandmother's son comes in and he fucking just looks at them and they sit down. And that kid doesn't like it, but he does it out of fear because he knows he ain't playing around. That's what Yahweh Shai is doing. It's going to do to the rest of you people, man. He's going to make you sit down. Because you didn't want to listen to the prophets. You didn't want to listen to what the men of the Lord had to say. Okay, well, I'm gonna step in, and you're gonna sit down. I'm gonna make you sit down. What did he tell in Isaiah 47? What? To the daughter of Babylon, sit down in the dust. To make her sit down in the dust. Go ahead and finish what you're doing.
says, do you thus requite the Lord, O foolish people, when unwise? Is not he thy father that hath bought thee? Hath he not made thee and established thee? Remember,
He formed you. He said he chose you not because of your small or great in number, no, but because you are peculiar people. Right?
remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.